I have not been to sleep yet. Hi, China. Ugh. Yep. Got a phone call yesterday from one person who I did not think or reconsider or think or consider, but I got a phone call yesterday from somebody that said they've been sick. Said he, his old lady, and his kids, whole house got sick. Said they got the same symptoms I got. I said it's a airborne been on the news, and which I tried to look for it, I ain't see nothing about it. But been on the news that there's an airborne virus going around out here. And when I asked him about his symptoms, well, he was telling me his symptoms. I asked him about his symptoms. And he's like, man, it's like a stomach bug. And I was like, yeah. Like, you was nauseous? He said he caught his like a week later after his wife. And I was like, you was nauseous? He's like, yeah. I'm like, upper respiratory situation? He's like, yeah. I said, sore throat? He's like, yeah. I said, cough? He's like, yeah. I'm like, huh. I said, diarrhea? He was like, man, I couldn't get off the toilet. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, bitch, you got me sick. I'm thinking in my head, but I'm like, if you say you caught, I'm like, but I ain't seen him in a while. I'm like, so who the fuck I caught it from? He said it's airborne. So yeah. He said some of the symptoms are similar to COVID, but it's not COVID. I'm like, so I just so happened to sleep all day yesterday and woke up at, well, it was after 7 when I woke up in the evening and got that phone call. Out of the blue phone call. Because we've been barely talking lately, me and my friend. And he told me that. So I'm sitting there, because yesterday I was feeling fine. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, it's my CPAP machine. I'm like, oh, it must have was a spot. They ain't been like the hose. The hose got to get cleaned every day, but I be skipping a day or two. I'm like, maybe it's that. Or maybe it's this little top piece, because, I got that new mask. I ain't been, I'm like, maybe, because I'm like, I don't feel like readjusting this strap every day. I'm like, maybe it's that. Then I just knew for sure it was that. I'm like, but it ain't COVID, I tell you that. And all of a sudden he calls me and tell me that. I said, motherfucker. I'm like, but I ain't really went nowhere. I was like, I went to the vape shop. And you talking about the last week or two? All I went to was the vape shop and at grocery store that day. That time when my doctor called. And I got that little healthy drink. You talking about the past 2 weeks. Up until I got sick. I don't even think I've been to the VA. But yeah, I was like, man, I'm gonna try to hold strong. I've been taking my meclizine. That been helping with my nausea. So I mean, I got an appointment tomorrow anyway at the VA, the main VA. And then Tuesday, I got an appointment with my allergist. So between tomorrow and then, I could get that medicine that the other doctor prescribed me this past Friday. And I ain't really got to worry about going to the emergency room if I'm going to be going to see my allergist. My booty itching. Sorry, y'all. I'd rather be scratching my booty than trying to find somebody's bushes to take a shit in. I'm an African booty scratcher. So, listen. I was being careful on that video with you and that chicken. And, oh my God, what is her name? She gave me permission to chew that shit. She said, I can't think of her name offhand right now. She comments a lot on my videos. I appreciate that. She's like, you playing with that food. I be chatting, shit. Because, man, people, talking about some old bitch named Builder Brian commenting on my shit in the past, said, my dog had, my little 5-year-old, little brother has better, table manners or bedside manners than you or some shit like that. So that's why I've been trying to be careful about how I'm eating on here. But, motherfucker, my mind blank right now. But she's like, you playing with that food when I was eating that chicken trying to cook that day. So I was like, man, I bet. Next time I'm gonna just eat how I eat. I do be seeing, man, you think I eat bad. Go on, it's HEUNGSAM''S. Hyung Sam's family, I believe. Watch how they eat. You think I eat bad? The son is the mama, the daddy, and the son. The son will piss you off.
Son's a savage when he eat, boy. He put a whole.
Now don't worry, I didn't scratch the inside of my crack. I just scratched around my booty for what I'm about to do. Okay. Y'all like my family, so I can talk to y'all like that. Okay. I think I can. I washed my hands before the video. I wash my hands every time I use the restroom. So, anyway, they put the meat on the little leaves, the little lettuce or whatever, and they stick the whole thing in their mouth. The whole thing in their mouth. And then they chew.
He did that. I don't remember.
No, I sent you the videos last night.
Yeah.
They took some pork belly.
Oh, that video.
Then they had garlic and onions. They'll put the piece of pork belly on the onion or on the leaves, and then they'll stick the whole thing in their mouth. Each bite. If I try to do that,
we gonna choke.
No, I could do it, but you guarantee some drool gonna come out of my mouth.
I'm gonna choke. I ain't gonna sit here and say.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I could take bites, but it's only big bites, but it's only so big I could take before some drool gonna start trying to come out of my mouth. So yeah, I can't do that. And then the son, you'll see that he'll take like the last bite from the mama, and sometimes he'll eat like the majority of the food, and he'll hurry up and try to eat real fast. Mama might get like 3 slices of pizza, and he'll ate like 15 slices of the pizza. He'll hurry up and try to eat real fast so the mama and daddy can't get none. Or he'll get like, he'll get like the slice of pizza with the shrimp and the cheese on it with the biggest guapa cheese
Mm-hmm.
with the most pieces of shrimp
Yup,
type shit.
yup, 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 yup. Cause he be steady eating and looking at him and trying to hurry. Cause he see they're about
Candy
to
do that
finish.
shit too.
Huh?
Candy do that shit
They're
too.
about to finish, so he's like, there you go. I'm like, well, damn, leave them some.
Hey man, I used to think I think Candy got it from Cricket, my foster sister Joni mama, cause I heard about it. Maybe I did see it. I don't remember. Where they said she ate 6 Big Mac meals and like 3 apple pies, right? And like 2 or 3 Cokes. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, Candy was like, maybe my size, but I weighed about 30 pounds less than you. But mind you, I'm taller than you, so I was
Mm-hmm.
smaller than you, right? No, I take that back. No, I don't know how much Candy was, to be honest with you. But Candy used to come to my house, right? And she'll like shower us with food.
Mm-hmm.
She'll have a Big Mac meal for me, Big Mac meal for Dwayne, some fries for Raven, and about 5 Big Mac meals for herself, or 4 or 5 Big Mac sandwiches for herself.
Damn.
And I used to be like, how? How can you fit all that? I mean, and I used to be like thinking to myself, man, I want to be able to eat all I want, and not never get big. And I did. I started eating more, but I didn't know it. Maybe it was medication that they put me on. And I used to argue with my brother Wyatt all the time. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna never get big. I'm like, it's not in me.
I said the
I'm,
same thing.
I'm like, I got a small frame. I got a small shape. I'm
I
not built like
said the
that.
same thing.
And Wyatt was like, all the women in the family are big. Like, I feel like he put a curse on me, or jinxed me, or put voodoo on me, because I'm like, nigga, look at me. I'm small. I was this big. I'm like everybody else gobbling up food, and I was like, if Candy is big and I ain't got big by now, I ain't getting big. Shit, I fucked around and got bigger than her. But
Listen.
listen, hold on. I got a story to this, right? So I just couldn't understand how she was eating that much, but I was like, fuck it. I didn't judge her. I didn't care, because it's her money. Live it up. But I was like, around that time, maybe we was making the same amount of money together, or maybe she was making a little more than me. I don't know. But then, no, I was making a little more than her, but not by much. Um, and then sometimes she'll come over with donuts, and she'll have like a dozen for me and Dwayne and Raven. No, I don't think I was giving Raven no donuts by then, or fries. No, not at this time. She have a dozen for us, and then she have like the other 5 dozen for herself, and eat it all in one setting. But my brother Sean was eating around like that too. And what pissed me off about Sean was living with me and Dwayne and Raven, and he was eating like that, but expecting to keep his money to himself. And I didn't want to really ask him for no money, because then he'd go around try to say we using him when it comes to saying, hey man, you need to contribute to the house. I'm like, I got a fucking daughter that I gotta feed, and you eating, and I'm like pregnant again, and you eating all the fucking food, bruh. And then he get defensive and want to ball up his fist, ready to cock back and want to fight. When you trying to, and I'm like trying to like Candy, you gotta tiptoe when you talking to Sean as well. You gotta kind of tiptoe and try to be easy, kind of ease into talking to him, or he gonna pop off like a firecracker. You better not tell him nothing. Better not.
Don't know me very well, do you?
Well, you seen that one time I did pop off on him, and you see how that turned out. Yeah, we had to sneak out in the middle of the night and leave. When we went to his house, my first time ever going to his house.
You see this face him? You know what that look is?
I don't give a fuck.
He crazy. I'd have been like, listen, you're a grown man. You can't be here and not contribute and keep your no. Who
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'll be damned. My CPAP strapped to my vape. That is fucking crazy. Huh? Yeah, I know. I forgot it's got magnets in there too. Yeah, man, I fucked around and them doctors put me on this medication. I fucking blew up like a pufferfish. I couldn't imagine that I had the girl that I had at that time, and I just started getting bigger and bigger when the minute I left her. The minute I decided I don't want to be in this girl life no more, I blew the fuck up. Like it was some kind of voodoo or something. Or just coincidence. Because the minute I left her, I went and got help. And they put me on medication that blew me up. But I got my life together though. Well, bounced back to. I ain't gonna say got my life together. I'll say bounced back. Really, I be saying got my life together, but it was like I bounced back.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes in certain situations, it don't be a got my life together type thing. It really be a bounce back type thing. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes they say, sometimes you bounce back twice and come, sometimes you bounce back twice and come back 10 times. However that saying goes. But man, I was a sexy ass, fine. I don't know. No, I mean, I had a beautiful skin tone too. Beautiful skin tone, but I had those strong, mannish features. To where some people was telling me they think I look better dressed like a dude than a girl. I had that girl figure though. Nice tatas and nice ass booty. And then what I didn't know on me that people was pointing out, they said I had some nice ass hips. And I noticed, I didn't know until Dwayne used to go crazy over this brown dress I had.
Mm-hmm.
I had some nice ass back muscles. I don't know what my back look like now. But I had some back muscles as well. I had back muscles, um, nice shoulder muscles, what you call it? Tricep muscles. Even in 2007, but that's what I'm referring to, 2007. Um, well, I ain't gonna lie. I was determined that after I gave birth to my son McKeithen, that I wasn't gaining no fucking weight. So I used to dance every day. It used to relieve a lot of stress too. I used to dance every day for hours and hours. And maybe I built muscle doing that. I don't know. But I had a little like belly pudge a little bit, but you could still see the rest of my shape and shit. And then when I did my little switch and started dressing with the basketball jerseys and the baggy shorts, you could still see my triceps and my shoulder muscles and shit like that. But dad, I used to dress fucking nice, and I don't even know how to do that shit no more. Like, I used to have the little hat cocked to the side. I had a whole damn my nickname embroidered in a hat. Man, I don't even know how to dress like that no more. And I used to dress nice. I don't even know how to do that no more. But, and I can't even say I used to let that girl pick out my clothes because I was down there wearing that type of shit before she even came down there. And even after she left. And then that stud named Ice, those clothes was too big. That motherfucker was like 6'4", and I was wearing her clothes. She gave me a whole bunch of clothes she couldn't wear no more. And you could tell those clothes was too big on me, but still I was wearing the little button down shirts with the cufflinks and the little jeans and shit like that. You know what I thought about? I was in some kind of program called the 100, was it the 100, 1,000 Distinguished Studs of Atlanta?
Hmm.
This fucker set me up, let me get in that motherfucker just to have me to get out of it. I went to like one meeting and I was in, you know how important that was to me? And I went there and I was like, damn, I need to step up my game. Them motherfuckers had money. Them motherfuckers, when I went there on the bus at the time. Them motherfuckers were pulling up in Mercedes Benzes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And for all I know, you know some of them lesbian movies we was watching?
Mm-hmm.
For all I know, I probably met some of them in real life and don't even remember.
Mm-hmm.
Like on some of them movies. Like this one dude was at my house kicking it. And now this dude like fucking blowing up on social media.
Hmm.
The dude went to prison and then came back out, and in like 2 months he's blowing up all over social media. I remember me and him sitting there on the couch, me and him having long hours of talks. Him asking me why did I choose to be gay, and um me explaining to him about being raped and stuff like that, and something about him saying uh I forgot some kind of way he was about to get in my head about um about what if it's a thing where I could wind up being with a man that won't do that to me. And I was explaining to him that I don't even think that, you know,
Right.
psychologically,
Right.
I think it would mess me up or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
We did um, a song in the studio together, a couple of songs, and I can't find that shit.
Mm-mm.
I remember this around the time I was cutting hair a lot,
Right.
and he got mad because he got that Chris Brown thing going on
Mm-hmm.
where his whole beard don't fill in.
Mm-hmm.
So I trimmed all that shit on off. He got mad and said I had him looking like a pedophile. I like, I think you look nice, boy. He went clean off. But yeah, him and the other girl Bree, uh, and some other folks used to be at my house, and she was a kid, but her mama trusted her around me,
Mm-hmm.
and she trusted me around her kid, and her kid used to play with my kids. But I gotta hit her up and ask her, say, bruh, you remember, old boy? Do you know he blowing up on the internet? Like, people sharing his shit all over YouTube
Mm.
and on Instagram.
That's fucking crazy.
That's who I was listening to. You heard going off, cussing and stuff like that.
Right.
Early this morning, I was listening to.
Okay.
Because he was kind of talking like that back when I met him. Because I was asking him, do he know about Yahweh and stuff like that? Yahshua and Elohim and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And he was telling me, I don't remember what he told me. I don't remember everything we talked about. I really don't. But I do think I remember even back then he kind of was against homosexuality, but he was like not mean or hateful to me, but you could tell he was gently trying to convert me over. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell he still fucked with me because me and him connected on that intellectual type level that he talks now. But he kind of pissed me off and threw me off when he started talking about some Megan Thee Stallion's a man. I'm like, boy, get the fuck. I know you ain't that thrown off. Now I know now him talking about some Megan Thee Stallion set him up. Now I don't know, that don't make sense. Megan Thee Stallion set up Tory Lanez and said he shot her because he was about to expose Interscope Records. If she got shot, if she got shot, she got shot. How that set somebody up? Unless he's saying she set him up to shoot her. But Tory Lanez is a fucking woman. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I have seen men shake their butt like that too. I ain't gonna lie. But that's a woman. Michelle Obama's a woman. Beyonce's a woman. All this bullshit about all these women celebrities that they talking about, they be quick to talk about saying about people pushing a gay agenda, but they be the first one quick to be saying that a woman is a man. Are you gay? Fuck. But other than that, I like what the dude be talking about. But I couldn't believe, like, I did know he was from Chicago, and I been seeing people talking shit about him, and I defended him in the comments and stuff like that. Cause I'm like, I know him. That's my boy. He went off on me for cutting his hair, uh, his little beard off. But other than that, uh, that's my boy. We did, like I said, we did music in the studio together. Uh, Around the corner when I was living in Stone Mountain, and I'm still amazed because I'm like, this dude was in my house, chilling in my house, and now this dude blowing up on the internet, and I'm like, man, I'm so proud of him. People looking up to him and stuff. I'm so proud of him. And I just stumbled on him on Facebook one day. And then I followed his YouTube and I was like, yep, that's him. And how I know him because I always said he looked like this old rapper named AZ from back in the day. Used to do that song called Sugar Hill with damn, what's that lady that sing? But that used to be my song. But he looked like a darker version of him a little bit to me. Well, not no more. He got his own little look to him now, but still a little bit, mainly in the lips to me. That rapper Az. But I knew him by Jedediah, but I always knew his name was Rashad White. But yeah, I'm just like, there's a couple of people I've been seeing lately that I'm just like, man, I'm so proud of them. Like this girl from Harvey, Louisiana, which is about like 10 minutes away from a city where me and Candy was raised at in Gretna, Louisiana. She won the spelling bee. I'm like, little girl, I don't know you, but I'm so proud of you. That's still like the vicinity of New Orleans. And I'm like, you put us on the map. And it's like she national. I'm like, okay, Shakari was running track. Everybody was happy about her running track. Then they was trying to say that she is a man, which pissed me off. Cause I have a friend named, well, we barely talk no more that much, cause she pissed me off. But her name Kim. She used to run track. She built like that. But really, her mama built like that too. But she built like that, and it's from running track. It will build you up like that. And I think other exercises you have to do, but I'm not sure. I have to ask my friend if she ever had to eat a certain diet when she was running track. But even Candy might know, because Candy used to run track as well. If you have to eat a certain diet to run track. But they said she was a man hating on her. Then she won the thing. It was everybody happy for her. And then now she smoked the weed. Even people that fucking smoke weed judging her for smoking weed. Fucking hypocrites. Piss me the fuck off.
They were trying to get it overturned.
They don't never want to see black people make it.
They're like, we can't.
And I don't give a fuck. The girl mama died. I'm like, I don't like weed or being around weed anymore either, because of what it does to me. But she's not around me smoking it, okay? So I'm like, you do what you do when you're not around me, okay? Just like people vaping desserts. If I'm on the internet and I like your post, you vaping a dessert liquid, and I like your post, fuck, you not around me vaping it. I'm cool with it. I don't care. Just don't come around me with the shit. Just like some men. Some men be like, you gay, cool. Just don't approach me with the shit. Same situation. But they dissing her because she got disqualified.
Because she wasn't
Even black people. Even black people.
She wasn't supposed to while she was doing.
But it's people that fucking smoke weed every day that's fucking dissing her and making memes about her.
Yeah. They were trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? People are trying to get it overturned to see if she could. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, we have rules and we can.
Fucking hypocrites. People fucking hypocrites all over the world. Everybody. That's what made me so sick. Liars and fucking hypocrites all over this fucking dumbass world.
She was out there racing and doing it. And
I don't give a fuck. I'm still proud of her. All this talking about she a man and all this shit. I know somebody was built like that.
She said she gonna try again.
And it's from running track.
She gonna try again.
It's just the nature of the beast.
And I hope she can try again to run.
And then they making fun of her weave, making fun of her nails, talking about she gay and all this shit. But then when they seen her linked up with the rapper called The Baby, oh, she fine, oh, she look good in that dress, blah blah blah. Oh no, that was a man, remember? Fucking hypocrites.
do and be what you want to be. You have to be what society says you have to be.
Man, society don't know what society want to be. Society don't even want to be what society want to be, but they got the nerve to want to tell you what the fuck they want you to be, but they don't even want you to be what they say they want you to be.
Huh?
Aaron Bryan said it one time on the floor. I knew it.
I know. I know. You trying to, I'm like, what? My head is like,
It's a doozy.
You're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Catch 22. They want you to be somebody, but not the somebody you want to be. They want you to be the somebody they want you to be.
And they don't even want you to be the somebody that they want you to be. They don't even wait. They don't want you to be the somebody that they say they want you to be.
Right. Right.
Because they don't want you to make it.
Mm-hmm. And she was going. She was getting there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel it's like every time I look up, it's somebody getting, like stopped. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gotta stop them. They're getting too high. They're getting too famous. They're getting too this.
Either they get killed off, they die, or they get murdered, or something like this happens. But this was gonna happen by nature anyway. Her mom passed away coincidentally and then she ran the race. She got caught with it in her system. She said she did it because her mom died. That was the nature of the beast as well. That was gonna happen. But I'm still proud of her for giving it the old college try.
She said she gonna try again.
Yeah, because I'm like, what you gonna do with all that talent? Don't be like me. Don't be an idiot. I got all this talent. See, I got a fucking clarinet in the closet that they gave me this broke ass clarinet I can't do nothing with. I was looking at clarinets yesterday on Amazon. I'm like, nah, Brandon, don't make that mistake. You remember what happened last time you bought a clarinet off of Amazon. Every other note squeaking. Every other note. Shit. And I sat there, was good with the fucking piano with the keys. I gotta get back in my poetry. I mean, at least the only instrument I got for that is my brain, a pen, and a paper. And I was talking about that with my friend the other day. She's like, Brandy, do it for you. Don't do it for these fucking people. Fuck these people, she said. I'll get back into that. I play the xylophones, the bongos, the clarinet, the piano, the drums. Dabbled a little bit with the trumpet because the trumpet got the same fingerings as the clarinet. I was gonna be doing that when I had when I would have joined when I got accepted into the band of the Air Force. Because to be honest with you, when I was in tech school, I was dabbling a little bit with I was playing fucking with the drums and the trumpet when I was in the tech school. It was a little area I used to go to right before it was time to go to the dining hall. Before we would switch. That's when I had school when I had school at night. Yeah, and then I would go fuck with the drums and that little area was beautiful. They had a little where you could see the sky, you could see the sun starts to turn dark, and it would get dark about 4:30 out there in Biloxi. I miss Keesler Air Force Base. I promise you, if I could drive today or tomorrow, I wish all the days that I was been able to drive on the interstate that I could fucking take China to Keesler Air Force Base. That is the most peaceful place in the world. I met some of the nicest people out there. I made some of the best friends out there. Found some of the most money out there on that base. But oh shit, 40 minutes. All right, y'all, I'm getting out of here.